welcome back to the Corey Haim. Now we're not at Last Resort yet. We're not. Vampire Mike has given me so much. I've got a plan, and I think Last Resort's going to be one of these ongoing things throughout the series because it's been mentioned so many times. But the other night I sat down and I've worked on a new video with the Straight to Video shop, 80s video shop down in Altington. Here's a postcard here for it. King Street, Alton, DE557AF if you want to find this amazing video shop. And if you watch the video I'm working on when it's done, it jumps from then to now to back in, and it's all to get my hands on this bad boy up here. Now this is a sample version of Blown Away, and Blown Away, again, I go into a lot more in the video, but I've always had, there's two up there, there's a German and it is a flip cover. And I'll always remember going into Titles video shop and turning around, and just everywhere I looked was Corey Haim. Fast Getaway 1 and Fast Getaway 2, Blown Away, Scuba School. They were just there in front of us. Pray of the Roller Boys, always hard to find. Then Just One of the Girls as well. All in this like little quadrant of movies. And Blown Away is one of the very few films of Corey Haim that has come onto DVD. And it's been ballsed up every time it's came out. So that's the original release. Got two 18s on the front cover. Corey Haim's missing from it as well. Well done. It then got reissued. Corey Haim is on the cover. And the tagline for this movie is "Trusting someone can be deadly." It says it on that one. It also says it on the reprint, which I'll just walk off camera right now. Yeah, the 18's gone. Still no Corey Haim. There is space to have Corey Haim on here. Nicole Eggert is on it twice. Corey Haim is the star of the movie. But yeah, Trusting Someone Can Be Deadly. And even if you look on the American one, which I put in an orange box, Feldman, Haim, Nicole Eggert, no Feldman on the front cover. They could have fit Feldman on there as well. She charm you, seduce you, she then might even kill you. But yeah, it's a bit that. But this one here, Trusting Someone Can Be Deadly. Bedly. So yeah, now Blown Away has appeared on the channel. A couple of years ago I went into a Stenk review. Stenk, I don't know what the fuck Stenk is, but an extensive review, and also took on Jeff Bridges and Tommy Lee Jones' Blown Away, a film named the same year. So again, with the video shop, it was to get the sample one. So when I was ending the video, I put Blown Away on, and again, I've got massive nostalgia. You know, love, I promise not to tell. Or some Michael Jackson moves out there, and you've got Hooked on You. There's two songs in this which will get fucking stuck in your head. Hooked on You. Now, this is the first time Corey Haim and Corey Feldman had reunited since Dream a Little Dream. I would say Dream a Little Dream. Basically, they drifted apart. Haim had gone off and done Pray of the Roller Boys, Fast Getaway, and at this point had met Nicole Eggert. They had been in Double O Kid together, and they would be in Just One of the Girls, and I believe this is the third film of theirs, because the timeline always changes on IMDb, so like narrowing it down which way and what, it happens. Now, they reunite in here in a very serious drama, and I think both of them had aged quite well at this point. I think both of them look really good in this movie. No idea what that was. Feldman plays Wes, and Corey Haim plays Rich, and they're playing stepbrothers. Haim's rocking short, spiky black hair, and he does look a lot older than he would be in Pray of the Roller Boys, and again, very, you know, he looks good at the time. Now, Nicole Eggert and him were an item at that time, and you can tell there's so much on screen with these two right now, and I think Nicole Eggert doesn't get enough. She hasn't, you know, she's a Baywatch babe. That shows you how popular Corey Haim was at the time. And she would only be in films like Demolitionist or something like that when she was like a robot. She popped up in a National Lampoon years later. But I've personally not seen her in anything since this. Now, as a kid watching this movie, underage, it's half a porno. You know what I mean? Nicole Eggert bears all and just absolutely looks amazing. I've had a couple of girlfriends that actually look like Nicole Eggert before. You know, just that kind of look, you know. And yeah, they're a bit crazy. Let's just leave it there. Anyway, but you watch it and you go, right, there's your sex scenes and stuff like that, and it's done in good taste, I think, again, the montages. But the story and the production, it's filmed on a ski resort out of season, and that's what works well with this. Excuse me, it's me mum. You know, because again, you take a production company up there, the ski resort is out of season, so the hotel is pretty much going to be like The Shining for a while, and you make a movie around there. And it's a, like, Blown Away comes out the screen, Basically, Nicole Eggert's family is absolutely mental. Her dad's mental and she's mental. And there's a conspiracy and there's, you know, she's completely like seducing people. And it always gets me weird here because, you know, it's like Wes and Rich work on the ski resort that her dad owns. Abigail Lodge, sorry about this on my phone. But again, so they're out of season and they're winding down, there's a big party. So Nicole Eggert's come back to town, she's been away at school. And she meets Haim when he's out riding his horse. He's got a horse and she falls off and it goes in slow motion. Meanwhile, Haim's breaking up with his girlfriend, who I honestly thought was in Just One of the Girls, but it's not the same actress. And again, the brothers, you can see the chemistry there and they're playing off it. And this is a really serious role. There's a couple of funny bits of humour, but it just goes. And again, it's the whole like trusting someone can be deadly. And then it takes a weird turn at the end. If you haven't seen it, Feldman takes a dark turn. I mean, if you're watching this right now, yeah, Feldman, it's all Feldman's Mr. Plan, and he puts on the Michael Jackson hat at the end, and he's just like doing that. And again, it aims it well. Was it Wes and his amazing penis? But again, you can see the passion between Nicole Eggert and Corey Haim in this as well. And I say there's some catchy songs, it's scored well, and I've just got so much nostalgia when I put it on the other night. You know, it's simple, falls for the wrong girl, she fucks with his head, she's playing the game, some manipulation, so there's a lot of like, again, coming off the back end of Basic Instinct and Fatal Attraction, and there was a lot of films like that in the late 80s going in the early 90s, and this was one of them. It just so happened to have the same name as the Tommy Lee Jones and Jeff Bridges one. But again, the explosions are practical. As I say, I think both of them handle it really well. I think Haim does shine in this as well. And I think from here as well, it just takes a bit of a downward file, and my phone's just going fucking nuts. So I'll see you in the outtakes. Nothing to do with Corey Haim. Corey Feldman is in the TV series though. But look, what was the stunt double called for Brendan Lee, who replaced Brendan Lee? That's not Brendan Lee, that's Jeff. That's Jeff. It's got Brendan Lee's face mask on it. Terrifying, isn't it, Ira? Mm-hmm. Now, here's an outtake for you. It's not going to come for a couple of days, and I need to move on to the next Haim film. So, the next outtake and the next Haim one, or the one after that, I've got myself a 8mm or 35mm version of Blown Away. I think it's just the trailer, but yeah, or it could be the Tommy Lee Jones one. Doesn't really matter, does it? It's Blown Away. It just sit on the shelf and it'll look like a film reel, because there'll not be many of them, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, as I said with Last Resort, holding that back, even though Vampire Mike's just like, how am I, dude? Like, and it says the vampire, I said, we've been prepping this, and I wanted Dan to appear in one of these videos, and I've got a plan for this, so I am running out of what is next, so I'm going to have to take on some of the VHS and some of the dramas. I mean, I can get the Fast Getaways out of the way, probably coming soon, and then look on other stuff like A Time to Live and stuff like that, but you've got to be ready to watch that in the right state and bum you out or something like that. But going back to like, you know, it's on 2020 Vision. I'm not sure where the ownership falls for this one, but I really enjoyed it. It's Columbia TriStar, so you know, it's Columbia's now Sony. You just don't see this on anything as well. As I said, it has been released recently in Germany. I don't think it's dubbed in English, but it has been out on DVD, and you can pick it up for anywhere between £5 to £20. As I say, if you can get an original with the 2 prints on, it's mint. It's Prism as well. So Prism did stuff like Fortune Hunt is what Feldman's in, but they were around briefly at the start of the distribution of DVDs, and that's really cool, the American import. And then you've got that. So this, again, it's one of those ones where if you watched it now, you're probably laughing a bit about the sex scenes. They call it it's worth buying. You'd be blown away, because it's a line in the movie, and I totally wanted to do this at the start. I wanted to come upstairs and just be lying naked and go, "That's a nice duck," because she does that in the movie, and it's one hell of a fucking image. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was younger, that was my fucking screensaver on my computer. Enough confession about the love for Nicole Eggert here. This is my duck. This is a nice duck. Goodbye for now.